Okay, so we're going to multiply polynomials. This morning, we're just going to go over multiplying binomials. Two binomials. This afternoon, we're going to go over multiplying a binomial by a trinomial or any other polynomial. So how do you multiply two binomials? Use the FOIL method. Got to use that FOIL method. And if you weren't paying attention earlier, that's okay. But what does FOIL stand for? First. So you got to know that. First, you do first terms. Then you have the outer terms. Then you have the inner terms. And then you have the last terms. Okay, and you're like, wait, how do you know which ones are last and which ones are inner and outer and first? That's what we're going to determine. Like, how do you know which ones are the first one? What do you mean by first ones? What do you mean by inner ones? We'll look at that. But that's the pattern, the method we use. Yep. Oh. I meant multiplying. That's all. Oh, okay. Thank you. Let's make it a little bit more slang here. Guys, I want to be hip, okay? All right, thank you for that. Yeah. Example number 1. Let's see how this works. So when we looked at the that previous problem with the numbers, I think we had 58 times 22. Just multiply them together. There's no reason why you should use FOIL. But on example 1a, you have x minus 4 times x plus 9. Okay, what kind of polynomial is x minus 4? It is a binomial. What type of polynomial is x plus 9? Binomial. Are you multiplying two binomials? Then you can use FOIL. That's when you can use FOIL. And in fact, you're like, wow, they have to both be binomials? Yes. And you multiply binomials a lot. So FOIL is really good. So I'm going to put here FOIL. Okay, so first terms are x and x. What's x times x? Okay, and below it I'll put those are the first terms. That's FOIL, F. The first terms are x times x. What is O stand? What does O stand for? Outer. So the outer terms are x and 9, or positive 9. So it's 9 times x. Positive 9x. And that's how we got it using outer. And then the inner terms are negative 4 and x. What's negative 4 times x? Negative 4x. Those are the inner terms. And then the last terms are negative 4 and 9. Negative 36. Those are the last terms. And then if I look at my product, do I notice anything about those 4 terms? There are 4 terms now. 2 of them can be combined. So x squared is okay. But what's 9x plus negative 4x? Positive 5x and then minus 36. This is your product. Yep, that's your answer. You're doing this a lot today and this afternoon, or this morning, this afternoon. A lot. And then when you thought you've done enough, you do more. Because this is good. This is good practice. No, but it's the same process. Okay, basically what you're doing, and I said this already before, but I want to reiterate it because this afternoon it makes more sense. I'm multiplying the first term in the first binomial by both of these. And then I'm also multiplying the second term in the first binomial by both of those. That's all you're doing. And we use FOIL because it's a nice way to get them all without mixing them up.
What about there's 3? Do you multiply them all of them?
You're going to have to wait till this afternoon to figure that one out. Okay, B. That's a good question. B, this one, they just give you a little bit more complicated statements. 4x plus 7 times 3x minus 8. Oh, man, was that the bell?
Yes.
I thought I heard the bell. Intercom, thank you. No. Okay, first, what are the first terms here? Can someone tell me? 4x and 3x, which multiplied together give me 12x, I heard it, squared. It's 12x squared because 4 times 3 is 12. X times x is x squared. The outer terms, 4x and negative 8. So 4x and negative 8. What's 4x times negative 8? Negative 32x. Okay? Inner terms. Can somebody tell me what the inner terms are?
7 and 3x.
7 and 3x. What's positive 7 times 3x? Positive 21x. And then what are the last terms? 7 and negative 8. What's 7 times negative 8? Negative 56. By the way, are your multiplication tables helpful?
Yes.
Because you could do this and you could actually work it out, but man, that makes it hard. Multiplication tables, that's why we told you to memorize them. Now if I look at these two, they are like terms. What's negative 32x plus 21x? Negative 11x. And then I just write these here. And that would be my answer there. There you go. Thankfully, wow, you guys, thank you for being so observant. But that's all you do. You guys okay with that? All right, listen, I'm going to pass out your quizzes. And goodbye, Swivl.